Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel if you're watching. Today I wanted to talk about uh, a sort of a saying, a sort of a thing that everyone should be doing, in my opinion. And it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's just something that what I live by every day and what gets me gets me going, I guess. Today is about forgiving, accepting, and forgetting. Now, I will explain what I mean by this in a bit, but basically, I've learned to forgive, accept, and forget through a lot of time. It didn't just happen instantaneously, but I learned to do these three things in my life. Accept, no, wait, hold on. No, not accept. Firstly, and I do these in order, all right? Firstly is forgive. Forgive anyone or anything that may have wronged you before, that may stress you, even though those people or things are not around. At a certain point, and everyone does eventually everyone forgives someone or something that has already happened before. So let's say maybe you got bullied, maybe someone was treating you badly, or it could be the other way around. Maybe you were the one who was doing them wrong and you wanted to tell them that you apologize, show them that, show them forgiveness. So yeah, that's forgiving. I would explain more, but I feel like everyone knows this. Like, forgiving is a eventually everyone forgives, and it is important to do so as well. It's nothing to be shameful, and it's even better if you are the first person to do it, to forgive something or someone. That is always the best way, because waiting for anyone or anything for forgiveness is probably never going to happen, and even if it does, it's probably not going to matter anymore. So yeah, I'm going to move on to acceptance now. Acceptance is accepting. What I mean by acceptance is accepting things that just you cannot change. And this also depends whether it's about people or events in your life. I don't know. But whatever it is, if you cannot change someone or something, usually the best solution is to accept it. So you may have something that you don't like about yourself, but however, you don't like it, but you can't really change it. And if you can, then go ahead. Why should I care? But if you can't, if that's how you are and how you always will be, and you know it, you gotta accept it, man. You just gotta accept it. That's who you are. All the perfections, all the imperfections that you have, they're always gonna be a part of you. So yeah. And now, when this when it comes around people, accepting other people, so not yourself, uh, that is also a good idea, I'd say, in my opinion. Because, and this like varies because, like, no, actually, never mind. No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter, regardless of who it is, you have to accept them for who they are. They might be bad towards other people and you, and some of them are just weird or maybe good, or like you like them, but uh, most people don't. You know, you like this person, but nobody else does. Let's say. Um, it is important in life to accept people who are just different. And when it comes to like bad people, like people who are like mean or rough towards everyone, then I'd say it's also a good idea to accept them as well. I know I'm saying the word accept a lot of times now, but I'm just trying to explain. Accept those people who are even bad to you. Accept them. Like I mean, like firstly forgive them and then accept them because they most probably will never change. And I know that from experience. Me I remember me knowing somebody that I always thought they would change for the better, but as time went by, that hope died out quickly. I just kind of realized instead of just trying to hope for something good, even though, people don't change unless they are willing to. Unless they are willing to. Yes, I hear this all the time as well, that everyone says, "Oh, people change. Oh, everything changes." Yeah, people change unless they are willing to, which honestly doesn't happen that often, because you have to understand that some people are just so ignorant and so like not self-aware to the point they think they're perfect. They think there's nothing wrong with them, but reality is that they are. That, if there's always a if they have a problem with other people always around them, then there's something wrong with them. But that does not mean you cannot accept them, because once you accept those kind of people, you will understand that you have freedom. You don't think about them. It doesn't bother you because you've accepted them for who they are, whether they're evil or good. Now, I know it's not very black and white. I know when it comes to people, it's sometimes gray as well. There's a gray area as well, but generally, just do that, all right? Now, also accept basically if it's like things, not people, also accept that. If you cannot change it, accept it. It probably does not matter anymore. Now, forgetting. I would also like to mention that forgive, accept, and forget is kind of like live, laugh, love, but kind of my own version of it. And I'm just trying to, I'm not trying to like command people how to live their life, but I'm just suggesting maybe that they should forgive, accept, and forget, because from what I've experienced, it is much healthier to live that way. I know, and don't get me wrong, it's easier said than done. Yes, that is true. But, however, I mean, eventually all of this comes to as time goes by. It doesn't happen instantly, like you instantly forgive everyone, you instantly accept everyone, and you forget everyone. No. Alright? Because that would be ridiculous. Because that's just not human. You can't instantly do everything in the day after, It just makes sense. Anyways, forgetting. Now, what I mean by this is not forgetting literally everything around you. I mean forgetting things that have a burden on you. That perhaps things that have happened before in the past, specifically things that will probably, hopefully, not be brought back up. And if you are certain of that, and you don't even have to be certain of it. You don't even have to be sure. You just have to forget those things. And this it could also be uh, this is a bit more I'm gonna be more open, but this could also be when you lose someone, a loved one, let's say, or like it's someone you care about, but they don't live anymore. They have passed away, and I would like to add that that is natural. It happens. You know, it happens to everyone. We lose somebody we care, right? But and another thing, letting go is another like letting go is more complicated than forgetting. So I'm just gonna keep on saying what I was supposed to say. When you lose someone that you care about, you should forget about everything because I realized that a lot of people, when they think about people who have they lost, they are really sad because they always mention how they are not alive anymore or like they went to their funeral and all that. Like they are really sad that they're gone. But think about all the memories that you had with them. And if you do have a lot of memories that you made with them, you know, you were laughing with them, you were having fun, cherish those memories, please, people. But forget anything that makes you sad when you think about them. Forget that they have died. Just remember those memories that you have. Because they may not be alive anymore to make memories with you, but you are like the guardian of their memories. You hold those memories within you, in your head. That's specifically for people who have lost someone that they care about. Now, forgetting just generally, forget generally forget things that bother you. Forget those burdens that you have that will probably never come back. And and like just stop thinking about those things. Stop thinking about things that will never be brought back again, probably. Again, I know it's easier said than done, but still, if you're struggling with this, and I'm speaking directly towards you, whoever is watching this, if you're struggling with this, if you keep on like reminding yourself about these kinds of things that have happened in the past, let's say something traumatic happened, like you carry around trauma, or like you, and or maybe because of that trauma, you keep justifying yourself or making excuses of why you did this. I did this because this happened to me. No, forget that, please. If that is something you do, one of those things, forget it. Especially if you are certain that it will not be brought back. This could be people, this could be things that have happened. I know, I get it. But again, like I've said, forgive, accept, forget. Stop overthinking about things that have already happened before and cannot be brought back. And even if they are, this way you can be ready for them. So forgive anyone that have wronged you, accept anyone. No, hold on. Let me say it like this. Forgive anyone who has wronged you. Accept everyone as much as you can. I know it's not it might be impossible. You might think it's impossible, but it's not. But try to accept everyone. Be accepting. Be accepting towards people who might be in your life. All right? You don't need to hide because if you do not, you might be hiding for your entire life or something like that. I don't know, but I'm just saying, maybe. And forget anything that has happened in the past before. Once again, if it is a burden, if it's something that is stressing you out, that you keep on thinking about, and it doesn't give you any sort of uh, positive energy or anything like that, forget about it. All right? Because as time goes by, that will happen sooner or later, but mostly later, you know. So forget about those things that have happened, those traumatic events. Whatever you keep holding on to yourself, and it's good, and I don't blame for people, and I'm not blaming people who keep things to themselves. I'm just saying this like for you personally, for your health, all right? Just as a suggestion. Forgive, accept, and forget. All right? Forget anything that has already happened because you cannot change it. And that also applies to acceptance. See how that correlates with one another? Forgiving, accepting, and forgetting, those three go so well together. Forget anything that you can't change anymore. That has already happened, which also comes to acceptance and maybe even forgiveness. All right. Well, that was my video. Thank you for listening. Like always, I'll see you at another time. See ya.